Now available in paperback, John Haynes at Death's Door. The man who rules the world takes on the Greek god of death in this action-packed John Haynes series adventure. Pick up your copy of John Haynes at Death's Door at Amazon.com and other online booksellers everywhere. In two previous videos, I talked about how actress Tia Mowry was being influenced by a Jezebel spirit. And some people in the comments section said I didn't know what I was talking about, and I didn't know what was going on in Tia Mowry's house. Now, in a recent video that Tia Mowry posted on Instagram, she basically confirms to me that she is being influenced by a Jezebel spirit, because your Tia Mowry was in this video sitting Indian style and burning sage in the middle of the room. Now, when somebody is out here and says that they're a born-again Christian and they're burning sage, they are walking away from the Most High and on a road with the devil. This is why I say your Tia Mowry is being influenced by a Jezebel spirit, because only this demon would go out here and have her influence to believe burning sage is something positive. Now, there are those who are out here who practice the pagan faiths, who go out here and believe that burning sage is a way to go out here and cleanse a home of dark energy and cleanse it of evil spirits. However, these are people who are following these pagan ideals, and again, a follower of the Most High does not go out here and follow these pagan rituals, because these pagan rituals have demonic roots, and these demonic roots are the thing that ironically will go out here and corrupt a home, because what it will do is open a gateway for more evil spirits to come inside of that home. That is what many don't understand about the whole thing regarding burning sage. Again, when you're burning this sage, you are putting your faith in this ritual, and when you put your faith in a ritual, you are not having faith in the Most High to go out here and give you a covering under his blood, because under the covering of the Messiah, you have protection from these dark spirits and principalities of darkness, because when you trust and believe in the Messiah and the Most High, they will provide you with protection and covering from these evil spirits under God's order. However, your Tia Mowry doesn't seem to have any faith in the Most High God, and because she doesn't have any faith in the Most High God, it seems like she is now walking off the road with the Most High, walking away from the covering and protection of her husband, the Messiah, and the Most High, three entities that were designed to protect her under God's order, and now wants to take her turn and is now going out here participating in pagan rituals like going out here and burning sage. And again, this burning sage is blasphemy to the Most High, because the person participating in this ritual is someone who says that they don't have faith in God to be their protection and their shield from all of these spirits and principalities of darkness, and what they're going to do is try to go out here and use this ritual and this magic to go out here and protect them from these evil spirits and these principalities of darkness of the devil. But you cannot use Satan to cast out Satan, and that's something your Tia Mowry doesn't understand. She doesn't understand you cannot go out here and use Satan's dark magic to cancel out Satan at all, because Satan is the source for all of these evil things. It's just like what I put in one of my novels, The Man Who Rules the World. The god Cassius character wanted to use what he thought was a gem of omnipotence to conquer the world, but because it was a device of sorcery, it wasn't going to be able to prosper against a servant of the Most High like John Haynes. So Oftentimes people think that they can go out here and use these pagan rituals or these pagan tools to go out here and prosper, but these are weapons against the Most High, and they will not prosper because they are things that people use to live in sin. And what's really troubling about Tia Mowry is that she was on a road with God. She was under the protection of a husband. She was under the order of the Most High. Unfortunately, she has decided to walk away from God. And as she's walking away from God, what we're seeing is that this Jezebel spirit is having a strong influence on your Tia Mowry. And as this Jezebel spirit continues to have influence on your Tia Mowry, it is slowly transforming your Tia Mowry from a woman who was a wife with a family, slowly turning her into a demon, and that demon is taking more and more influence over her, and that demon is going out here and making her participate in behavior that takes her further away from the Most High. Now, I would have said that this was a test of faith at one time, but this isn't a test of faith. No, this is a demon influencing the behavior of this woman, because all of these behaviors she's participating in are clearly outside of everything that was written in the Bible, because a woman who follows God would never go out here and divorce her husband. No, a woman of God would be faithful to her husband until death do they part, and she would not go out here and divorce her husband for absolutely no reason, because if this man wasn't doing anything wrong, then she had no reason to divorce him. And the only reason why this woman is going out here and participating in these behaviors is, again, due to the fact that a demon like the Jezebel spirit is influencing her. And this Jezebel spirit has your Tia Mowry out here thinking that the behavior she's participating in are going to liberate and empower her, but what they're doing is putting her in bondage spiritually and putting her on a spiritual road to heading on the lake of fire. And it's really sad, because she was slowly on the road to the kingdom, but she's not on that road anymore. No, she is now on the road to of darkness, and on that road of darkness she is slowly again being transformed by this Jezebel spirit into a succubus, because the Jezebel spirit, it is the spirit that will influence you to go out here and believe that you are a woman is a head, a woman is the leader of all, a woman does not need a man, a woman needs to be sexually promiscuous, and a woman needs to be out here participating in rituals which are basically idolatry and witchcraft. And this is the same behavior that Jezebel tried to take the kingdom of Israel down, as she went out here and overpowered her husband Ahab. She went down and took the kingdom of Israel down this road until God passed a judgment on both her and Ahab for taking the kingdom of Israel out of God's order. And it's sad to see your Tia Mowry headed on the exact same road as Jezebel, because she did not stay focused on her spiritual education. And what happened here is that your Tia Mowry wound up in fear of getting older. And what happened was that it was that fear of getting older and then seeing Corey Hardick, her husband, getting some success, that led to her having this shake in her faith, and that shake in her faith led to this Jezebel spirit getting influence over her, and this Jezebel spirit is getting stronger inside of your Tia Mowry. And that is a scary part about what's happening with your Tia Mowry, is that this Jezebel spirit is slowly influencing her and has now taken another step, because first it took her away from her protection and her covering, her husband. Second, it had her out here participating in these promiscuous pictures on IG. And now she's out here talking about it's her turn. And she's, with this turn, she's turned away from God, and as she's turned away from God, she is now out here participating in this witchcraft, which is this burning of your sage, and again, slowly transforming from a righteous woman into a demon. And we're seeing this happen right in front of us, and this can happen to almost anyone if you allow this demon to go out here and be able to take advantage of you. This is what happens when you don't keep your relationship with God strong. This is what happens when you aren't vigilant as related to building and maintaining your relationship with the Most High. You can easily be taken off the road with the Most High if you don't watch yourself. You can wind up like your Tia Mowry and wind up off the road with God, to out here participating in behavior that the Most High has and the Messiah have already said to be sins. And you can be out here participating in behavior that's sinful, believing it is right, not understanding that the way you're on is taking you right to death. Because where your Tia Mowry sadly is going at this point is on a road to spiritual death. And on that road to spiritual death, she's about to lose her soul for all eternity in the lake of fire. And that's the fate that is getting ready to befall your Tia Mowry unless she repents from these wicked and evil ways that this demonic spirit is influencing her to. Because this Jezebel spirit, what it's doing is being very subtle and influencing your Tia Mowry to going out here and participating in spiritual wickedness and taking her further away from God, taking her further away from God, again, God's protection and the relationship with God. And she's on her way to becoming spiritually lost. And what's sad is those of us who understand about what goes on with the spiritual, we understand that the Most High is not somebody you want to walk away from, because it's just not something you want to do. I mean, yes, the Most High will forgive you if you repent, but you don't want to be so far away from the Most High that you wind up in a place where you don't get that chance to repent, because you could possibly wind up losing your soul for all eternity. And that's where your Tia Mowry is right now. She is in a very spiritually dangerous place, because she's out here participating in witchcraft. She's out here participating in in sexual behavior like Jezebel did, and she's out here walking away from her husband. Again, behaviors that would put a woman in serious danger of losing her eternal soul. And that is the scary part about what we're seeing with Tia Mowry, who again is talking about it's her turn, but we're looking at the turn that she's making, and the turn that she's making is showing me that she's going from being a woman who was looking to follow God and is slowly transforming into a demon who is about to wind up another lost soul in the bowels of hell. Now, if you want to see me go out here and make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, and my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. And if you want to pick up some of my positive fiction on the SJS Direct imprint, like the ISIS series, the E-Steam series, the John Haynes series, and the books of the Spinsterella trilogy, you can find all those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them on Smashwords, the iBook Store, and Google Play. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and coming to Kindle Unlimited, John Haynes, Dark Succubus. The man who rules the world is tempted by a sultry succubus in this all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Dark Succubus in paperback or pre-order on Kindle Unlimited today.